Good afternoon, sir. I am Indian Cadet Eloise Igot, and I'm here to define the term regionalism, which is part of our main question, which asks that what is the difference of regionalism and globalization? So without further ado, let me start with my discussion. So as stated in here, regionalism is defined as the political ideology that favors specific region or area over a greater area. So this means that the political ideology focuses more on the specific region rather than a whole continent or a whole world. Also, it is a product of a political separation, which means that there are different administration or government between regions. Another one is the religious geography, wherein people are divided based on the region. Same goes with the cultural boundaries, wherein people live separately with basing on their cultures that they grow up with. And another causes of regionalisms are linguistic regions and as well as managerial divisions. So in overall, regionalism aims to develop the administrative power of a certain region and at the same time take advantage of the inhabitant of a region. So as you can see in these photos that we have presented, the one with the globe and the hands at the bottom, we can say that the world is handled by different regions or by different people. And the other photo also, which is a puzzle piece, we can say that the region is just part of a whole world. So that will be all for now. Now the next reporter to discuss the definition of globalization will be Indian Cadet Aliyah. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Engine Cadet Carl Janinu Aliyah, and now we will be defining what is globalization. So, by definition, globalization is the word used to describe the growing interdependence of the world's economies, cultures, and populations, brought about by cross-border trades in goods and services, technology, and flows of investment, people, and information. So, by this definition, we can tell that globalization is the widespread of resources and culture that made each and every country to develop, to change for a better good. So, we can also tell that globalization is also a way that a country develops its economic aspects, goods and services aspects, technology aspect, and cultural aspect by interacting to each and every country in the whole world for a specific country to develop. So these countries help each and everyone to for not to be able to be left by the globalization, because globalization is the developing of each and every country where everyone is connected. So as we can see in the picture that we are all connected. Globalization connects us all to every country. So that's why there are organizations that we are involved, like the best example is the United Nations. So the countries in United Nations, they help each other to support every country that needs help. So that would be all. Thank you.
So, thank you, Aliyah. So, I am here to tackle about what do you mean by region and global. So, region is an area division, especially part of country or the world having definable characteristic but not always fixed boundaries. So region means like kind of small district or a small area. So the definition of global is relating to the whole world entirely or comprehensive. So from the word of global, so entire world. So as we can see in this picture, the left side is means region, like the red. So example, the color red is Asia, the yellow was Europe, then the blue was Africa, then the green is the North and South America. So that is a sample of region. So that in the right side will be the picture out of global, of what is global. So the next slide or the next presenter will be Eliseo. Thank you.
So good day, sir. I'm Engine Cadet Eliseo, and I'm going to tackle about what is the difference of regionalism and globalization. So regionalism limits activity as it focuses on things happening in the region. It means cultural, social, economic, and knowledge exchanges with external parties are focused on a region rather than what's outside it. And this regionalism can be seen as a response to the process of globalization and the social eruptions associated with this process. While the globalization though makes you know the climate around you, you open your eyes and see that national economies are just drop in the ocean, but the world is interconnected. You understand the economy is larger than one country, but capital and goods flow internationally. So this means knowing the definition enables you to find more opportunities. And globalization affects economic, political process at the global level. Lastly, in simple terms, regionalism is the exchanging of goods and services within the region, while the globalization, it is the exchange of goods and services between nations or worldwide. So that's all. Thank you.
So thank you for that, Engine Cadet Eliseo. So I am Engine Cadet Italy, and I will be continuing to discuss about what are the difference of regionalism and globalization. So let's start. Um, Globalization affects economic, political process at the global level, but regionalization involves, first of all considerations of various events and the needs of specific areas of the country. So that's all for me. And the next reporter will be Engine Cadet Paloma, and we'll be discussing about examples of regionalism. Thank you.
Hi guys, hi sir, good day to all. This is Indian Cadet Paloma. I'm assigned to share some example of regionalism. So the first example of regionalism is the free trade areas that includes import and export of goods. So when we say import, these are the products that are manufactured on a foreign land and are brought into another country, while the export goods are the opposite of import of goods, manufactured located in one country that sells its product to buyers and a foreign country. Next is common market. This is the extension of free trade. The key feature of common market is the extension of free trade from just tangible to include all the economic resources. So this means that all the barriers are eliminated to allow the free trade movement of goods, services, capital, and labor. So These two examples of regionalism is a dynamic and outward-looking Asian regionalism could bring huge benefits not just to Asia but to the world. So that's all for today and thank you.
So, thank you to the previous reporter, Mr. Engine Cadet Paloma. So, by the way, I am Engine Cadet Apa. I am assigned to report about the examples of globalization. So, these examples are the trade, immigration, transportation, and knowledge. So, for the trade, it's the exchange of goods and services between nations. So, trade is a feature of societies that has expanded due to improvements in transportation, political stability, and cooperation. So just like internationally, transporting goods in another nations or other nations or in country. So next is the immigration. So immigration, the ability to live, work, or go to school in a place other than the place where you happen to be born. Just like the area in an airport or at the border where official checks the entry permits and documentation of people who are coming into a country. So just like an OFW, like Filipino are going abroad, they have permits to go there and their documents also, and also just like a seafarer, they have also a permits and their license and documents. So next is the transportation. So transportation is an international system of transportation such as shipping and air travel. So, like seafarer travel the world to transport goods, and they also travel to deliver any trade. So, next is the knowledge. So, knowledge has spread from country to country with word of mouth and written text. So knowledge is very common to us and very essential in using to another country, like speaking English and writing their languages, like writing a letter to the company. And that's all, and thank you.
Thank you. So, in summary, regionalization is a political notion in which it favors regionalization, a process of dividing a country into smaller ones, which is called regions, and the transfer of power from central government to regions. Then, globalization is usually noted as the world's growing economy and the population. Next is region and global. So region is the division of the country, while global is refers to the entire globe. Then next is difference of regionalization and globalization. So globalization affects people as a whole in a globe, while regionalization affects people only by divisions. The next are examples which are already stated by the previous reporter, so there's no need for me to repeat it. The next is summary. So to sum up all, globalization and regionalism are almost the same, or it's almost the same, but except for its scale. So the scale for globalization is globally, or then the regionalism only affects, or the scale is only in regions or divisions. That's all. Thank you.